Inside Beachbody's billion-dollar fat-burning empire by Lauren Detter. As the air conditioning hums in a squat, windowless warehouse on a desolate side street in Van Nuys, California, Carl Deichler strolls onto the set of a workout video shoot and informs the spandex-clad cast that it's time for his social media ritual. Everyone quiets down. He holds his iPhone up high, forces a smile, and begins to rave about 80-Day Obsession, a new workout program about to be filmed in real time. He stops and grimaces at a reporter after a few failed takes. I'd be cursing right now if you weren't here. A couple more tries and he fires off several minutes of footage to his 130,000 Instagram followers. We head into a dimly lit room with couches and a big screen TV monitor to watch the lithe celebrity trainer Autumn Calabrese taping a choreographed workout. At 10 a.m. sharp, an assistant hands Deichler a plastic tumbler of Beachbody's flagship product, a weight loss shake called Shakeology. He has gulped down this vegan chocolate flavored concoction, cocoa powder, chia, quinoa, rosehip, and some 60 other ingredients at the same time, every day for the past decade. He posts another quick video of himself drinking the brown sludge, his voice rising an octave as he tells viewers he's logging day 289 of the 365-day challenge, urging other Shakeology drinkers to stick to the regimen. Deichler, at a trim 5'8", is leading by example. As co-founder and CEO of Beachbody, he's at the top of a modern-day, multi-level marketing machine with more than 340,000 independent coaches who sell workout videos, shakes, and supplements to weight loss hopefuls via social media. The playbook goes something like this: lose weight with Beachbody by doing the at-home workouts and drinking the shakes. Share it on social media and use your story to sell products and recruit new customers and coaches. Repeat. Credible success stories are the backbone of the company, says Deichler, 54, who owes his six-pack abs to Beachbody workouts. He considers himself customer number one and tells anyone who will listen that he hates working out and can't stand vegetables. The story makes sense when you consider his mission is to sell to a nation of couch potatoes. The way Deichler sees it, he's hit on a scalable solution to the fat epidemic afflicting approximately 175 million overweight and obese adults in the United States. Forget the gym, you'll never go. Instead, shed those pounds in the comfort of your own living room. Then become a cheerleader for others, all while making a percentage of sales to regular customers, plus a slice of any new coach's sales that you bring on. In other words, join Beachbody to lose weight and get rich in the process. Deichler himself is now worth an estimated $660 million based on his majority ownership of the privately held company, which has attracted 28 million dieters since its 1998 inception and had revenue of $1 billion in 2017. The fact that there still hasn't been a solution to obesity is a stunning opportunity, says Deichler, dismissing competitors like Weight Watchers and Nutrisystem. It's an opportunity that is just shockingly available to me. Back at the company's sunlit Santa Monica headquarters, Deichler parks his Tesla Model S and heads into his office, passing a wall of handwritten inspirational sayings. You can't predict the future, but you can create it. Deichler loves this stuff. He is, after all, in the motivation business. Probably the coolest part about Carl is he does lead with his heart. He's about empowering other people, says Amber Cooper, a top-tier 9-star diamond from Woodbury, Minnesota. Deichler needed motivation as much as anybody else. Growing up outside Philadelphia, he wasn't much for healthy eating. His after-school routine involved devouring a stack of Oreos while he watched the Flintstones. Or athletics. He got cut from his high school basketball team on the first day. Not much has changed. He's still far more interested in the lights, camera, action, excitement of entertainment than in pumping iron at the gym. As a kid, he helped with the sounds and lights at a theater his family co-owned, the Bucks County Playhouse. Later in high school, he sometimes slept in the school's TV studio after working late into the night, to the detriment of his grades and SAT scores. When Deichler was roundly rejected by every college he applied to, he drove up to Ithaca College in upstate New York with a buddy and talked the dean of admissions into meeting with him later that day. After enjoying a 3-beer lunch with his friend, he managed to persuade the dean to change his rejection into acceptance. He went on to graduate with a bachelor's degree in corporate organizational media in 1986 and landed a job producing the halftime shows for nationally televised football games. But entertainment for entertainment's sake wasn't rewarding enough for him, so in 1987, he decided to get into infomercials, where success is measured solely in dollars. Deichler's first fitness infomercial was for Lifetime Gym, essentially a gym in a bag. In 1994, he co-founded Telemerica Media with Lance Funston and came up with the idea for the 8-minute abs workout video. He thought it had the same ring to it as Greg Smithy's hit workout video, Buns of Steel, from the 80s. Deichler ended up selling 2 million copies. What I learned was that solving my own problem, that I don't like to work out and I eat like a second grader, was a scalable opportunity, he says. However, he was hardly the first to create a workout video. Jane Fonda had been stepping and stretching for years, and Deichler's business partner didn't want to double down on health and fitness. So Deichler decided to sell his position in the company and plot his next move while testing new product ideas at Guthrie Ranker, an infomercial powerhouse in El Segundo, California. For the next 2 years, he worked on a telephone-based dating service and a LASIK referral service. And then, in 1998, he left to start Beachbody with Guthrie Ranker co-worker John Congdon, armed with $500,000 from angel investors. The idea was to test 5 products and see which stuck. The natural place to start was in health and fitness. Deichler tapped celebrity trainer Tony Horton, clients Bruce Springsteen, Shirley MacLaine, Billy Idol, for a series of 8-minute workouts dubbed Great Body Guaranteed. The experiment worked, and they decided to run with it. Unfortunately, the website greatbody.com was already taken. On the way home, one day Deichler spotted a billboard for Sandals Beach Resort, and the name Beachbody came into his head. I like the name, and we were able to get Beachbody.com, he says. Beachbody's first blockbuster program was P90X, a 3-month intensive boot camp that has attracted fans like Paul Ryan, Michelle Obama, and Cheryl Crow. At first, Deichler and Congdon couldn't afford to hire celebrities, so they marked their workout regimens by showcasing their own results. At first, Deichler and Congdon couldn't afford to hire celebrities, so they marketed their workout regimens by showcasing their own results. Eventually, they turned to customers for success stories and packed their infomercials with as many before and after pictures as they could. Then they added America's Funniest Home Videos style footage of customers working out at home. The more wilting plants or cats in the background, the less likely someone thinks it's fake, says Deichler. The customer has always sort of been our celebrity, Deichler says. While most infomercials peddled gimmicky exercise equipment like the Thigh Master, Deichler was selling something stickier than a one-off purchase. He was selling self-esteem. But the ultimate task was getting people to stick with their health and fitness goals. So in 2007, he turned to Avon and Amway for inspiration and put customers in charge of selling workout DVDs, which had the added benefit of keeping them exercising since no one buys a workout video from a fat person. Today, Aimee and I are joined by Jen and Cheryl, and we're going to be live reacting to a Beachbody team training. And while we're only looking at one team's training, be rest assured that these types of meetings are more common than you may think. The behavior control, the information control, the thought control, and the emotional control are utilized by many coaches in Beachbody, and we're going to uncover some of the manipulation, some of the exploitation, and I can't wait to get started. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's begin. Okay, hello. I'm joined, Aimee and I will also be, I think, giving this video to Cheryl and Jen if they want to post it on their own channels as well. I'm happy to have you all here. I'm DeeCee. I'm an MLM dropout, and I talk on the internet sometimes. And Aimee is letting me crash her and Cheryl and Jen's Beachbody party because I found some Zoom calls, and I was just wanting to react to it with people who have been in Beachbody. And so I'm going to hand over the introduction microphone to Aimee, and then we'll let Cheryl and Jen also introduce themselves as well.
Sweet. I think MLM dropout is an appropriate response, like appropriate title for all of us, and we are proud of it. But I think the most important thing to all of us is to teach people and use all of this for education. And the other thing I just want to make sure people know is the community out here is so much better than the community in there, because we don't get anything from doing this with each other except for like joy. And oh, I did also want to point out one thing from the intro. Amber Cooper, I think, was a 9-star coach that was quoted. I'm saying last year she wasn't on Premier or Elite, so I don't know if she's even still going to be with the company.
Wow.
If she is, she's no longer in a top coach position, which shows how quickly things change. So anyway, so Cheryl, do you want to take it?
Yeah, I am, I guess, an MLM dropout. I like to call myself a former Beachbody Hun, because I was deep into Beachbody for 8 years. Wow. I proudly ranked to Emerald 3 times throughout my career, which is not something that most people would be proud of. But anyways, my goal is to, I just want to help as many people as I possibly can so that they do not stay in it for as long as I did. And that's it. Literally, that's it. Jen?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm also an MLM dropout because Beachbody wasn't the only one I did. But my experience within Beachbody made me realize how much I actually do want to help people with their fitness and nutrition. So I became a certified personal trainer. And everything I do is the opposite of what Beachbody coaches do.
That's incredible. Well, I'm happy. Go ahead. Sorry, Jen.
And I do want to say one thing. In the intro video, it said the company is private. It's public now.
Yeah, I think
And the stock is...
Yeah, I think I read an article from It Was Too Good to Not Read. So there's definitely, I was definitely shocked to see that it is publicly traded now, and it's not doing so hot, I don't think, which is, I guess it makes us happy because I wasn't in Beachbody. I did purchase P90X before it was a multi-level marketing company, and just seeing all of the damage that y'all have experienced and that others experience in Beachbody, I'm happy to help bring more attention to this because it's the Wild West out there, and it's just been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. I will link Cheryl, Jen, and Aimee's socials in the description after this is over. So if y'all are not familiar with their channels or their Instagrams, you're going to be able to find them. Oh my gosh, Dave is going back and forth between lives. You're the best, Dave. You're the best. All right, I'm going to go ahead and load up the video. Remove. I thought I had loaded it up before. And I double checked
great.
I have censored. Let me just see. Whoops. I've censored everybody except the main girl because she is a public figure. She is the main coach. She has 12.8 thousand followers on Instagram. I think she's a little bit higher up. I don't think she's I'm not sure if Aimee knows who she is, but she seems to be doing this full out. And she has these bi-weekly, or not bi-weekly, but every 2 weeks she does a Zoom that she posts to her YouTube. So these are on her YouTube page. All right.
Okay, so hopefully everybody can see me. We can hear me. Happy freaking Sunday. Happy almost launch group for Fire and Flow. But again, just to start off with a couple important dates. I don't know if I've announced it yet or not, but it has been announced that Strawberry Lemonade Energize. We actually have a date, and it is the 27th. So in 2 weeks, we will launch Strawberry Lemonade Energize. And I think somebody had a sample of it. I have not personally had a sample, so I don't know. But they were asking if it was like a mix between lemon and mixed berry, and they said no, because I was like, oh, hell no. Like, there's no way I can do both of those. So it is supposed to be something completely.
And again, I don't know all the references she's making. Are those gross flavors, or is that like, I don't really know what.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Energize they did have 3 flavors, lemon, and then mixed berry and fruit punch. And lemon was good. That's probably their most popular flavor. Mixed berry was really sweet, and fruit punch tasted like Hawaiian punch, but really tart, if that makes sense. So it's a big deal because strawberry lemonade, I guess they're trying to get I don't know, but it's just another form of, there's 40 servings in the tub of Energize. It's about $50 a month, and they push you to take 1 to 2 scoops before your workout, and then your focus fuel, another 1 to 2 scoops in the mid-afternoon to fight the mid-afternoon crash. So that 40 servings usually is only 20 servings and lasts you 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Well, and the other thing, and I really noticed it today, they all drink it before every single workout.
Yep.
And that comes from the trainers, that comes from everyone. Like, you have to have this every day, and you don't. You shouldn't.
Yes.
You shouldn't. There's no reason. And
The only reason to use a pre-workout is if you are doing a really tough one and you want to push through, or if you kind of had a crappy night's sleep You're like, I just need a little bit extra, but you should not be doing it every single day. And eventually your body catches up and it doesn't work anymore. So I have a feeling a lot of these people that have been doing Energize for years are doing more than 2 scoops.
Well, and so keep in mind, and Avery asked how much it costs. It's like $50 for one container. My other complaint that I'm just going to mention real quick is, and this came from the trainers and from Joel specifically, is to dry scoop.
Yeah.
And so rather than mix it with the water, they just take it straight, like just the powder, and they just dry shoot it, and they may chase it with water. Poison Control has come out and said, that can kill you. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And they all, like, I won't say all, but a lot of people do it on their stories every day.
My former coach, top coach, elite top coach, actually is known for taking her dry scoops every single morning. Every morning. So, yeah.
I'll stick with my coffee. Thank you very much.
I'll stick with Alani Nu. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
So do all these ideas, they're just getting perpetuated and like shared around social media? So like someone sees someone who's bigger and they think, oh, that's a great idea, I'm going to do that. Is that what is going on?
Take a shot.
Oh, my God.
They even did a hashtag with that.
They did.
They did. And I think the problem is that, to me, Beachbody's unique in the MLM world, where they have like the top coaches that are celebrities, but then they also have this whole other leg of super trainers, and you will do whatever the super trainers tell you to do. And Joel was a super trainer. So that, it became a thing.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. This just keeps getting worse and worse. Oh my God.
Strawberry lemonade. So in my mind, I'm thinking it should taste like almost like a Kool-Aid type thing, right? Like something delicious. And so I'm excited to try it. So write it in your calendar, because we're going to promote the crap out of that. So 6/27, 2 weeks, strawberry lemonade that's going to come in the tubs and the sticks, guys. So that is for the US, and then for Canada, it will be in July. Okay.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is about, she's telling them to write it in her calendar, right? And she's like, write it in your calendar. We're going to promote the shit out of it, right? The craziest thing is that every single one of the super trainers are going to have reels, promotions pushed by Beachbody, infomercials, everything that you can possibly think of. And a majority of the volume for this product is going to come from the super trainers. So she's telling them to do something that's completely, everybody's going to be promoting it, but the people that are actually going to make the most money from it is going to be Beachbody and the super trainers. I don't know if they get like a commission from it, but they push it hard.
Well, and I think for this, I think they intentionally do it as well at the end of the month to boost volume at the end of the month. And I know they also did it that way so people could change their auto ship before the first of the month, because I was always convinced to have my auto ship like the 1st through the 5th of the month, so that I automatically, my personal volume would be taken care of and I wouldn't have to worry about it. And so I think they did that. And I was watching a different one, and they said, just remember that the best way for them to order this when it comes out is to put it in a total solutions pack. And that will then give them Success Club points for the month. And so they would try to probably bundle it in the total solutions pack with the Recover, so that they could get Success Club points at the end of the month.
Yeah, okay. Avery, massive pressure to hit end of the month sales so you can hit Success Club, which is why you'll see all of their coaches pushing last chance to jump in my group. I'm only taking 3 people, which is lies. They'll take as many people as they can get to sign up. So there's absolutely that pressure. It's the last day of the month. You got to hit Success Club, got to hit it, got to hit it, got to hit it. And they're in the team calls doing that all the time.
I'm glad that y'all are here speaking to this, because again, if you don't know all the Beachbody stuff, then you're not going to know how one, bad the advice is, and two, like all the damage. So, all right. And if you're newly joining us, we're live reacting to a Zoom call, and everyone's Cheryl's, Jen's, and Aimee's socials and like YouTube pages are going to be listed in the description at the end of the call.
For the United States, 6/27/2022, strawberry lemonade energize. I have never been so excited for a different flavor of energize in my entire freaking life. So we need to get pumped up about it. The next thing too, again, is that we will be doing the Fire and Flow launch group starting tomorrow. So hopefully everybody on this call has at least said, hey, I want to partner. Because again, as a coach, like it's our job to not only do the program, but to participate in the groups as well. Okay. That's your job. It's part of your job description as a coach is to show up. Okay. So I don't care what's happened in the past. All I care about is what we're going to do moving forward. So with Fire and Flow, again, I tried to kind of pair the coaches together almost, but sometimes it didn't work out that way just because the PM working out and all of that, I wanted them to be able to hold each other accountable that way. And sometimes pairing you with somebody new actually helps. So if you want to be paired up and you haven't been paired up yet, let me know and I can take care of that. Also, if you have customers that are not doing Fire and Flow, I do have a June group. And I'm doing something a little bit different for them because I felt really bad. And I was like, well, I'm doing a buddy system for Fire and Flow. Like, what can I do different for the June group? So I created kind of like a calendar. So every single day will be a different challenge. So like tomorrow is 32 squats. The next day is 32 inchworms.
Is what she's saying a normal thing that other coaches do? Like you have the groups and you have like, this sounds exhausting to be a coach.
Yeah, I don't even know how many free groups. I was running a free group all the time where like a crock pot group or whatever it may be, or doing like planks or push-ups or whatever craziness we came up with.
Free 7-day challenges.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was so that you could get people in your funnel, and you normally would have them, oh, just send me a friend request and I'll get you added to that group because I can't add you if we're not friends. And so now you have them in your friends list. So you'd be running that. Plus, we all nod simultaneously.
It's true.
And we were not on the same team, by the way.
No. I got out in 2018, so I've been out for 4 years.
Yeah.
I was out before that.
So then you're also running the challenge group as well. So you're running at least 2 groups, if not more.
And you have to participate in your team group pages. And my team had 3 different pages.
You posted your sweaty selfie to every single page just to create, what is it?
FOMO.
What is FOMO? So that they would ask, what did you do? What workout are you doing? Even if it was a crock pot video, or like, even if you were doing a crock pot group, you still posted your sweaty selfie.
Yep.
Did y'all used to get in trouble if you didn't post your selfie, or if people didn't do that?
We had in my group, my upline, 5-star, 10-star, whatever I could not stand her. She monitored our social media.
What?
And if you didn't post what was supposed to be posted your 5 times a day on your personal page, she would message you and be like, you need to show up. Why aren't you showing up? Yeah, that was fun. And I'd be like, because I was working full time at my restaurant job. I'm not allowed to have my cell phone.
Wow. So she sounds like a treat. Okay.
Oh yeah, she was wonderful.
32 butt kicks. So just different kind of fitness related stuff for the June people. So again, if you have people in June that are not doing Fire and Flow, like you need to be in the June group. I know it sucks posting in 2 different groups, but it's just kind of what we have to do. But if you don't have anybody doing it, you're strictly in Fire and Flow, then you just need to be in Fire and Flow. Like pour all of your love into your Fire and Flow people. So I told Kelsey Garcia. So she has a couple of girls that she just signed up What I told her to do was create, again, that messenger thread of just her people. Okay. So it can be super overwhelming to be in a group with 50 people who you have absolutely no idea who they are, who I am. So you want to be sure you keep a close watch on your people. So start a messenger thread just of you and your girls. Okay. Call it June accountability, fire and flow group girls, glow girls, whatever you want to do, something fun, but just tell them, say, hey girls, this is our text thread. So every single day you can be checking in on them saying, hey, how's today going? How's your nutrition? How's your water? You can even do your roll call in there, whatever it is that you want to do that with your girls. Say,
This sounds pretty and again, this is just from me not having been in Beachbody. Hyper focusing so much or telling your whole team like you have to laser focus and keep track and all this other stuff. It's like we're not. I don't even know what to say. Like it's giving me weird vibes, and I haven't even been in Beachbody, and I saw Cheryl nodding, so I.
It's called PTSD, I think. You're getting, I mean, that's how much that's just part of the work, right? And
Yeah.
they're not even getting compensated for their time. Like all these people right now that are on this Zoom are not being compensated for what being on the Zoom
On a Sunday.
at all. On a Sunday. They're just on the call. And you had so many, I still have messenger groups in my Facebook that now they're starting to remove me because they're starting to see my stuff on Instagram. And they're removing me now, but I still can see everything. But just this last week, I was removed from like 7 different push groups or fitness groups, like to push for like the end of the month and stuff. And I'm just like, how did I even work? This is why I was always such a hot mess. There's no way that you can't do that. That's crazy. Every single day, making sure why are you checking in on people's nutrition? You're not a registered dietitian.
I'm a trainer. I have a small group program. You know, there's about 12 people in there right now. I don't check on them daily. I don't. They're adults. They paid, they have their stuff. They know what they're supposed to do. If they need to reach out to me, they can, but I'm not in there every single day. Up their butts. Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it? Like I said, it's crazy.
Are people doing that to keep them to keep Beachbody like warm front and center for them to like stay plugged into so they don't stray too far and get other ideas about maybe how not fun this is? Or I mean, that's just what I'm getting, because like this to me, I would be like, this is too much. This is too much. And that's for me, having never been in Beachbody before, I've been in 2 other multi-level marketing companies, and I'm just like, this is giving me very weird weird vibes for sure.
Okay. On their booties, okay? Because that's not only going to hold you accountable, but it's going to hold them accountable as well. So you definitely want to start that messenger thread with them. And again, for roll call, I will do my people. It's your responsibility to do your people. So again, even if you have one person, you hold that one person accountable. They're gonna love you for it. So again, I roll call for shakes and workouts. I'm gonna try to do 6 days a week for the workouts, maybe do 7, because even though it is a rest day, a lot of us who love fitness, we want to work out 7 days a week. If not,
how is that health? I mean,
it's not.
Are they making bad decisions to keep, again, people plugged into the systems? And like, how do you reconcile giving someone bad health and bad fitness advice just for money?
They need to constantly have new transformation pictures for the programs.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So in order to do that, they have to end up eating less and working out even more. And then when a program ends, they go off and binge because they've been restricting, and then they start over again. And they have to get the results fast, because programs like Fire and Flow is only 4 weeks.
Okay.
So you have maybe a month to get these transformational results in order to sell the program when it's not in the VIP early access stage.
Interesting. I would have thought that maybe Beachbody would have done this like 6 to 12 months in advance and had their own people do it at a better pace so that the before and after pictures would be provided to
They
all
have
the
those too.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
But in order for the coaches to, she said it earlier, they have to be a product of the product.
Hmm.
You can't be successful unless you are a product of the product. So you have to drink the Energize, you have to drink the Shakeology, you have to buy all the supplements, and you have to do the programs to a T, follow that calendar.
And every program that comes out, no matter if you want to do it or not.
Yeah.
So
and there's 4 a year.
Just now, they just went from 4-week gut protocol or 4-week, whatever that stupid thing is, that program to Fire and Flow, because they're all 4 weeks, and now Lift More is coming out. So they have to be able to do it all, and they can't skip a workout, because if they do, then it's going to throw them off track for when the new program comes out, and they won't be able to start with everybody else because they haven't finished that program yet.
Yeah. And I have a feeling there's going to be 2 more programs announced next week at Summit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Possibly 3.
I thought, okay, so I watched National Wake Up Call with Michael Neiman, and I think he said, I want to say he said 4.
Wonder if a couple of those are for fall or for spring of next year, because sometimes they do that too.
It might be.
Wow. That's crazy. That seems, I mean, it's not, they're obviously doing something to make themselves money. It just seems like it doesn't seem that sustainable. It seems like there'd be a lot of
said in a Yahoo Finance interview, I went through and read it again. His goal isn't for people to be sustainable with the workout program. He wants them to change every 30 days.
Oh, wow.
That's why they're short.
Okay. That's crazy.
Well, and I think
very telling.
And in his opinion, nobody can sustain like a 90-day program. Like, people's attention span isn't long enough. Like his feelings towards just normal people are pretty bad. Like he doesn't think we're capable of, sticking with something for more than 30 days.
Yeah, well, that interview I was reading from was another 10 minutes, and I'm going to link it in the description below so people can read it, because it does not paint him in a good light, especially the second half. And it's very telling to see what the CEO of Beachbody thinks about people, thinks about what health and fitness and all that other stuff should be. And it's just, I don't know, it's very telling.
Yeah. By the way, he's not 5'8". He's shorter.
He was shorter when I met him. Like, I'm 5'8".
I'm 5'7", 5'8", and he's shorter than I am. So he's not 5'8".
Okay, well that's good.
I laughed when I heard that. I was like, "No, you're not 5'8".
Yeah, you definitely lied to that reporter for sure. In my opinion. But I mean, you can't lie with actual like height of people. So, oh my gosh. Okay.
Not cool, but I'm gonna try to do that. The next thing too is, again, how you show up is how your people are gonna show up. Okay, you don't post your food, your people are not gonna post their food. You don't post your workouts, your people are not gonna post theirs. Okay, so again, the more you put into, the more your challengers will. And that was a hard lesson learned for me, is that when I show up, my people show up. When I don't show up, nobody else will. So remember that you show up as the coach that you want to be. So again, what do you want to be? What kind of coach do you want to be? Do you want to be that coach that's going to be here for the long haul? Or are you just in it for the right now? Because people really do see that. There's so many coaches out there, you guys, and Sarah Roy can attest to one of them, that she'll show up and then what happens? She gone. And when she's gone, she's gone. So I don't want that to be us. And again, let me just repeat, this is your business, but your business depends on your journey. Okay. So
it's your business, but I'm going to tell you exactly how to run your business and what a successful person looks like. And we're also going to shame the people that don't fit into that model of what I think success is. I mean, and this girl down here in the bottom is who the main speaker was talking to, not about, but she was nodding her head. And it's like, you know, if that girl had been on the call, they wouldn't have said that. They wouldn't have said that about this quote unquote flighty coach. And it's like, I don't
But
know.
that coach is going to probably see this and they don't care.
Yeah.
Because they're
They
trying to
don't.
shame her into working.
And, you know, and I think that this is a good example. Like, they're going to show up how you show up. So if you are sick, if you have family in town, if you have a funeral, any of that stuff, you have to show up. You have to, or your business is going to tank. And so the pressure to show up no matter what, even when you shouldn't, is overwhelming. And like, you know, I think I said in my video, like, did they make me do all the crazy things I did to get injured? No, like, you know, nobody was forcing me, but the pressure was there that if I didn't do these things, my business was gone, and they would hold that over you.
Yeah.
Did y'all experience customer drop off when y'all were in Beachbody? Like, was it fast or was it like, did you have people that
Yeah.
I actually, they laugh at me when I tell them this. I would offer to cancel people's accounts for them that didn't want to stay in.
Jen was the worst, most successful coach ever.
I don't know how I got to 1-star diamond, because I would never force anybody to stay. Like, I never tried to convince anybody. Like, my upline did not like me. She did not,
because you were a 1-star diamond. I worked my ass off and tried
because she thought I could have been higher.
Emerald.
She was like, you can be higher. Why do people keep dropping off? Well, one, they can't afford the Shakeology. What's the point of them staying if they're not going to buy it?
Well, and I think, like, you could justify it, right? So you're trying to find people who are like you. Well, chances are those are also going to be moms struggling who don't have money, who are looking for something else, and then you're trying to get them to buy a shake that's $100 a month. Well, I mean, let's be real. It's more $120 at least that they're going to have to spend. They can justify the total solutions pack normally because they're getting a program and they're getting more with it. But the continued, like,
that's when I would cancel.
Yeah.
I you know, it's like, okay. And it was still a challenge pack when I was in it. It wasn't total solutions pack until after I left. And so it's like, look, if you're going to sign up for Beachbody on demand, because that was the big thing, new thing when I started, it's best to get it with the challenge pack and the Shakeology. At least try the Shakeology for 3 weeks. If you don't like it, I'll cancel your auto ship. You don't have to do it anymore. You still have your Beachbody on demand. Yeah. So most of the people that were under me, even though I was a 1-star diamond, were just Beachbody on demand customers. Mm-hmm. Like they were just there. Cheryl hates it.
Hey, wait, I'm laughing at what Sabrina said. Sabrina, you should have Cheryl enrolled her dogs and you could have done Emerald fast.
Mm-hmm. Max and Maya, my Shorkie, 7-pound Shorkie, and my 70-pound lab fix, they were both Beachbody coaches.
Wow.
Yeah. So I could keep my rank in Emerald. Jen.
I love that all this is coming out. I love it. I absolutely love it.
You have not been hot on your journey. Odds are you're not hot in your coaching business. So what are you going to do? You're going to get your ass some results. You are going to give me everything you've got over the next 4 weeks. So what does that mean? I don't want you cheating. Okay. So if you do not post that. You be 100% on your nutrition.
If you cheat, don't post it. So only a curated what
I did it
to look at. What?
I cheated all the time.
Every day.
Every single day. I had donuts every day, Starbucks every day, midnight cereal every day. Never shared it on social.
And let's get to the point too. Like, so I lost 75 pounds. And like, I think that's happened to all of us. You lose, but you've been restricting so much that then you either start binging or like you just plateau and you can't move any further. So the things that she's telling them, I felt like a failure, and I was like, I'm doing everything and I'm still not losing weight and I'm not making progress. So screw it. I'm going to go eat Trader Joe's cookie butter and graham crackers all day, because the pressure to, always get results and be a product of the product. It's like you chill and enjoy life
Never.
on the weekends, and don't you dare show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not allowed.
Because if you do,
But before you do, you have to get your 5 a.m. workout in,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's a rest day, and post that workout and post your shake.
Mhm.
Then you can hide everything.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that was horrible. I can't believe she said that.
Yeah.
Because that's where the results are. Okay. I'm telling you guys right now to lock it in for 4 weeks. That's it. That's all I'm asking. If you've watched anybody in Sister Empire in the past couple of weeks, like Jessica Adams, y'all, she just hit 3 stars. She's down 50 pounds. Like gut protocol was her jam. But guess what? Fire and flow can be your jam. And again, I know a lot of people are not on the Elise train just because she talks during her workout. Y'all, if you have to, put your headphones in and just zone her out and do the workouts anyways. Okay. So again, sometimes
Spill the tea. What's up with that? I don't. So someone's annoying, or the fact that it's like, what's the issue with it?
The trainers
Autumn
talk
Adam,
all the time.
Oh,
I don't know why she's talking about Elise, because listen, I can
Elise
listen
talk.
to Elise talk. I can listen to Jericho talk. I cannot. Autumn Calabrese, like
No.
the whole time, she's talking about you need to eat this, you need to eat that, you need to do this container, and you need.
Or yelling at you. You don't stop when you're
Yeah.
tired. You stop when it's over.
Yeah, you stop
Yes,
when I
you
tell
can do
you.
anything for 60 seconds. Anything.
Oh.
Autumn. Like when I guess maybe I don't remember P90X. They got Tony Horton or whatever his name
Yeah.
is. He wasn't
love
that
Tony.
annoying, was he?
No.
He was
Oh, he's
nice, right?
awesome.
We love
Yeah.
Tony. We're
So
glad
what-
he's out of Beachbody.
Mhm. Very much so.
So, like, what's the
Yes.
difference for somebody watching? Maybe if they have been like they understand P90X, but they don't really know the new generation of coaches. What's the biggest difference between Tony and Autumn?
Tony actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
And
Yep.
he will give you instructions and then tell you to do it. And the people on the screen, he will correct their form. He will give you like
Your dogs are-
room. Your dogs are better coaches than Autumn. Yeah.
Maya's got it down pat.
Tony would actually help you be better.
Mm.
Yeah.
The newer trainers, it's all about personal development and like pump you up. And, so
I want to
gonna
say
give you
Megan and
inspiration.
Amolia are, is that how you say his name? From what I've heard, 'cause
Right.
are really good trainers.
Okay.
And they are underutilized in this company.
Mhm.
They really both need to go somewhere else.
Absolutely. Well, and like Chris Downing, any good trainer.
I'm glad
that
he's out too.
any good trainer that they get bails if they're smart and once their contract is up, they're
Yeah.
out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this
Yeah,
is
but
all.
with Autumn, she likes to present herself as a fitness and nutrition expert. She has no current certifications
Oh.
in personal training. She's got one certificate. It's a health coach certification from a very not reputable school. It's kind of pseudoscience, pseudo nutrition stuff.
Wow.
That's where she's gotten her nutrition information from. She has certifications from like 20 years ago, 15 years, but there's nothing current. And she goes in her programs and she talks and she uses verbiage and language like exercise science terms, but she's totally using them wrong just to make herself sound smart. I sat through and watched all of the 4 weeks for everybody workouts, and I just sat there and shook my head the whole time.
Wow.
Like the people watching aren't going to know what she's saying, and they're going to think she knows what she's talking about, but she's giving them the wrong information.
Well, even yesterday, she posted her workout from 4 weeks for everybody. And she's like, look at my no impact exercise.
Drives me nuts.
It is not no impact. Are you zero gravity? No.
Hey, you stole that. That's my line.
Like, seriously, I get so mad at that because you are misleading people. And she's like, it's not a big deal. I just say no impact so people will know what I'm talking about. Oh,
It's
it is a big deal. Oh,
yeah.
This person said cocaine is cheaper than Shakeology.
You're not wrong.
Sorry,
You're not wrong.
Lauren.
You're not wrong.
oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Sorry, Aimee, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry about that.
No, that was worth interrupting for.
Yes.
Wait, this is what you got to do. I have to do that with Autumn. Okay, I have to literally plug my ears up and just do the moves. But Elise's parts of her workouts are very crucial. I don't know about you, but my balance is way off. I'm falling down. I don't have that strength, but guess what? I'm gonna get stronger over these next 4 weeks, and that's my goal, is to do her little crouching tiger business without falling. So again, I know that she's not everybody's cup of jam, but instead, you got to do it anyway. Okay, so us complaining and just saying, oh, I don't like her, I mean, that's what our people are going to feel too. And again, I actually like the flow workouts.
The emotional, like the thought control that she's doing right here about telling them about what they're supposed to be, set the example for other people to create this pretend idea about like how something is impacting them, like nothing.
And she did just say cup of jam. And I'm like, a cup of jam sounds delicious. But
She also just pushed the major thing that it causes us to have people that are former Beachbody coaches, it causes us to have an unhealthy relationship with exercise. She said, if you don't like it, do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are multiple programs we have all done that we pushed through and hated the entire time. And that right there causes you to absolutely, once you leave Beachbody, it causes you to not want to do any workout no matter what. I had to start with walking, and then Jen helped me actually. She was like, just go walk. Walking's a good movement. And that is exactly why.
Yeah. And it's interesting too. It also shows the toxic positivity.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel, you will say that they're amazing.
Yeah.
And you cannot express that you don't enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go on and I'd be like, I can't do hammer and chisel anymore. It is sucking my will to live. I can't. And I've got to switch programs. And then you feel guilty because people bought that program to do it with you. And that's another way that they make you feel like you have to keep doing them.
That one came out on DVD first, right?
Mm-hmm. I still have it somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Workout PTSD like that for a long time. Yeah. When I left, I told them I didn't do any type of structured workout aside from physical therapy for 2 years.
Yeah.
I got my personal trainer certification at that point in time. 2 years.
I don't do anything but cycling because I love it. And maybe I'll do something if I feel like it.
Well, and so, okay, what Jennifer is just saying, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So most people would be like, well, I did my fire workout, but I felt so good that I'm going to add on a 10-minute core or a 20-minute bike ride or whatever. And they do that with every single program until you feel like you've worked out for like an hour because you're not going to get results. And like, it's just this crazy downward spiral.
Yeah. And what Sabrina said.
You just need to change your mindset.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the mindset change should be 30 minutes is enough.
Right.
Yeah.
And 10, if that's all you can do. Or take a stupid rest.
I told you guys 5.
Program. Yeah. Like, and you'll see them. I saw this yesterday with a lot of them. Well, today's supposed to be a rest day, but I'm feeling so good. I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. And they're going to put in workouts instead, which I always wondered, okay, then how can you say that the program was effective if you're not following it as written?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because nobody does.
Yeah.
I burn more calories doing that than I do Jericho's upper and lower fire. So I'm excited. again, the more we're excited, the more our challengers are going to be excited about it. Okay. So again, these next 4 weeks, I want you to go all in. What should you do tonight? You should take your before pictures. Okay. We are coaches. We all have a day one. This is day one of your flow day or your fire and flow program. Before pictures. I think like for Hannah and some of the other ones, like do a fun video, show yourself now, and then you're going to show yourself in 4 weeks. Like, you can make amazing progress in 4 weeks, guys. Like, you really, really can. So tonight, go in your stories and be like, y'all, I just took my before pictures and I am blown away about how my body, maybe you haven't been 100%. Tell your people that. Like, tell your challengers, tell everybody on your social media, I have not been 100%, but guess what? Tomorrow's a brand new day. Tomorrow is a day one for me, and I'm going to go all in. Who's with me? That's just what you got to do. You got to be real with your people. Again, if you haven't been 100%, guess what? There's no time like the present. So do your before pictures. Take pictures tonight in clothes that don't fit right now, but that are your goal clothes. Or maybe you want.
Yeah.
And did she honestly say, be real with people, but she just told us to lie about what we were actually eating if we weren't eating on plan?
Yep.
And your feelings too. If you were feeling the wrong way about something, don't share those either if it doesn't support Beachbody.
Okay. Yeah. What Dave just said, to use a before picture from a year ago, be real. I've said this is my favorite, is that my up line, I don't even know how many great grandmas she was. But her before and afters, her before picture is actually where she was now. And her after picture was when she did bikini competition 4 years before.
So easily manipulated.
And I'm like, anybody that's following you knows that you need to flip those.
Yeah.
Or you do your before picture when you were pregnant.
Oh, or day after having the baby.
Oh, so y'all know all the tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
angles.
The angles and suck in or
lighting.
Or just,
Yeah.
Waist, low waist.
Yeah, I totally agreed. Tanny, that was one of my, like, I can't do this anymore. That was one of my things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to take a picture in a swimsuit and just see your progress, how it's going to progress each and every single week. Again, Hannah is known for that. Like, I live for her side by side. Same thing with Julia. Like, when they post side by sides, they get amazing hits and comments. So that's what works for them. So again, you have to take those before pictures. Again, being a coach, the journey starts with you. Okay, so don't be scared to take your before pictures. That is the vital part of our business, is what? Get results. So that's your goal this program, is to get results. So
this hurts my heart.
Yeah, it means physical results, because you can get healthier, or she's saying aesthetic results. That
it's all about aesthetics, every single bit of it.
Well, and let's also talk about the fact, we were talking about how frequently they're releasing programs. You're expected to have a transformation for every single one of them. You can't do that. You can't do it. It's not sustainable, like we already mentioned. And so, it's like, I would feel guilty because I'd post like, oh, day one of Core de Force or whatever. And then you would just, I was looking back through my pictures, you would just never see the results because I didn't get them.
They're the same.
Or they were the same.
The pictures do become the same after a while.
Yeah.
They're the same picture, but you suck it in like a little bit more, change the lighting a little bit, Photoshop it. Like but it's all about aesthetics. And they always say, it's not about weight loss. It's not about weight loss. Then stop sharing before and after pictures and the weight loss number. If it's about how somebody feels, how somebody's sleeping, how much more energy somebody has, you're lifting heavier weights, that has nothing to do with how you look.
Yeah.
For the record, no before and after pictures. My clients do not weigh in. They do not take pictures. They do not take measurements. None of it. Because I don't care.
Well, and it's not even just the workout programs. TB Mindset, you're supposed to weigh yourself every day, so that you will know if yesterday was a good weight loss day or a bad weight loss day. So you should weigh yourself every day, and it's like
that was part of TB Mindset.
Yeah.
So you know what you ate the day before.
Yeah.
Holy crap. This seems like it would encourage eating disorders.
I think all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That seems dangerous. And then it just seems like they're continuing to play into this negative consequence that their program has created, and they're doubling down on it because it makes them money.
Yep.
That seems wrong on multiple levels.
Oh, look at all of these. This is breaking my heart. Like, to be mindset was my rock bottom. Weighing yourself is traumatizing every day. Like, all of this, it reignited my eating disorder. Like, this is what happens with these programs. And these are the things that the company and the super trainers refuse to acknowledge.
They won't. Yeah. That's why Autumn blocked me, because I kept calling her out on it.
Me too.
And I had a person say the other day on one of my reels that all of that can't cause an eating disorder. And I'm just
I still need to do my disordered eating post for you, Cheryl. It's on my to-do list.
A
person can't cause you to have disordered eating, actually.
Yes.
The behaviors they teach you can.
Yep.
Yes, correct. Or, an impressionable, people are impressionable even at younger ages. Like, I remember when I was, 10 years old, one of my relatives came and said, "Oh, you look like you've lost weight." And I'm like, I was a skinny kid already. You know what I mean? And it was just one of those things that stuck in my mind. It still sticks in my mind, and I'm well past, and it's just like what you say to people does matter. And the programs you participate in, it can impact people and like what they say.
What Jay just said, our fit coach is expected to get results and intentionally slip. Some of them, yes. I can think of 2 of the top coaches who were like, look, I'm not going to have before and afters because I always look like this. And so instead I work out for this and this and this. But the majority of the top coaches will be like, oh my gosh, it was the 4th of July, and so I had a few drinks, but I'm back on today. And so they all do the same cycle. I don't know if you guys can think. I can just think of 2 that are like, I always am this way. I can't think of anyone else. Yeah.
Well, they used to be, but now they're really starting to show it because they're really back into their intentional eating. And
yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'll shut up.
No, you're good. Y'all are great.
What are your goals for the next 4 weeks with this program? I want you to really think about it. So while we set our coaching goals last week, this week we're going to set our challenger goals, because sometimes we have to take it back to the basics of our journey. And that's doing the things, right? Getting out those containers, dust them off because you haven't been measuring lately. Dust off your tracker for 2B mindset. You haven't been tracking your food. Dust it off, bring it back out, and start again as a beginner with the group, okay? What is everybody's goal this group? So again, I want you to think about it, and I'm going to go around the room, and we're going to talk about everybody's goals, because it's good to put it out there. It's good to put your fitness goals, your health and fitness goals out there, okay? Even as coaches, we still have to feel that, okay? You got to show up 100%, okay? While yes, it's good to enjoy life too, sometimes you again have to take it back to the basics and be grounded and be humbled and be like, I have not been my best. But there's no time like the present, again, to show up. Hannah's shaking her head. She's like, I feel attacked. Julia feels attacked. But that's what we need, right? Julia's laughing. That's what we need. I haven't been my best.
I don't. And again, I wasn't in Beachbody. I just, when I'm listening to this, it's like, I don't know. It's just the mindset, the way that she is painting, being on track and off track and having the correct mindset. And, and she seems like she's very bossy about controlling what other people on her team are eating and doing. Obviously it impacts her commission check, but
I like what they're saying, zero boundaries. I wouldn't want to be okay, well, my goal is this. And also, how do they even know what goal to set? Because they do not have a professional helping them set actual goals.
Yeah.
They don't. It's and almost all of them would probably be, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose, 12 pounds. Not, I want to be able to lift 10-pound weights with this exercise instead of 5-pound weights. Because they just measure it in pounds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, especially if you are one that maybe has more weight to lose and you have some people on your team who are like, I just need to get these last 5 pounds off. And you're like, I need to lose 80 pounds. And like,
Yeah.
it messes with your head. It's so personal.
Yeah. Let's see. I think Jen paused.
Scales are for fish, not people.
Yep. Dave said, I hate that everyone feels the need to constantly weigh themselves. Means nothing's. Yep. Scales are for fish, not people. Dave, you're the best.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Dave. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
He's amazing. Just
Dave kind
saying.
of around the comment sections and a lot of different videos. He's very supportive and very encouraging, and he's great. I miss the way Beachbody used to be when each program had its own eating plan and you were encouraged to eat and fuel your body by eating more if you were still hungry.
That's how I lost my weight. I lost my weight with Chalene Extreme, and that had a completely different eating plan. And then it was once autumn came in that everything changed. And then they brought Alana in to try and like legitimize it because she's a registered dietitian. And so then she brought her diet. She calls it it's not a diet. It is. But before that, they really just had good overall tips and yummy recipes and different things. And that's how I lost my weight, because I was doing a pretty like lifting really heavy, low rep. I was starving. And she said that in there, like, you were going to be hungry and you were going to need to eat, where Autumn's like, fourth of an avocado a day, no cheese.
Oh yeah. And her little sticking the vegetables into those containers, and it's like
10 carrots, 10 carrots.
10 asparagus.
10.
Yeah.
10, yep, 10 asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if you understand the macros of vegetables, but like I don't see how a vegetable could impact you on a you know what I mean? It's just crazy. And then you start thinking about like putting every single thing into these little, boxes.
Well, and you watch the coaches measure them, and I would say, Cheryl can say for her experience, but I would say the majority of coaches are doing it wrong, because you're supposed to be able to put the lid on the top and you're supposed to be able to fully close the lid.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's food coming over the top of the container, that's wrong. And they're eating.
Yeah, you got to smush it. You got to smush it.
Mm-hmm. So you can put that lid on. And a half a banana. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I would try and buy the little banana. Like, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of a small banana, so I think I can eat the whole versus, oh,
yeah.
God.
Dang. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm ordering McDonald's real quick for dinner. So we'll ask at the end what containers each one goes in.
Love it. Love it.
And I know it. And I know I haven't drank my water. Like, what is water lately? I haven't been drinking. So that's part of our business. And that's every single call, every single training, y'all, that you'll get on. What do they say? When you're on fire with your journey, you're on fire with your business. So Kelsey just got done doing a 3-day refresh. I don't know if y'all saw her results, but holy freaking crap. Like, that's what I want to see every single day. And while she was probably dying with that pre-workout, she's like, thank God for it. Yes. I will be doing that again, the 3-day refresh, probably right before Summit. Like, I want to feel great for Summit. I wanted to do the ultimate reset.
What is this? Is it like a starvation 3-day thing, or like what is?
Oh my gosh, it's so brutal. Cheryl, did you do it?
You can't work out. Yeah, you can't work out the whole time because you have no energy.
Oh,
You're
still
not
would.
eating anything.
I would force myself to work out because I was also teaching workouts. I'd like to the 11 carrot thing. And so I still would work out. And it is basically a starvation diet that you're just going to poop the entire time, because they have the worst part of it by far is the fiber sweep.
Mm-hmm.
And you can imagine what that's for, but you're eating very, very little. And yeah, it's like an 800 calorie starvation diet. I would say Octavia, you probably get even better food than you do during the 3-day refresh. And you're just going to lose water weight and poop everything out, and you're probably going to be dehydrated, and you're going to be miserable, and your family will hate you for 3 days.
Wow.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
If Brianna Jewel did it, if you guys follow Brianna's channel, oh my gosh, she did it, and it's hilarious. It is so funny because she's like, I don't know what this is, and it's awful. It is awful. And so you're spending, how much were the 3-day refresh kits? Were they like $50?
Isn't it like, no, I don't know. I know it's 2 Success Club points though.
Right? Yes.
And
I
it's
don't
the
remember how
cheapest
much
way
it
to
was.
get, I think it's $90, and it's the cheapest way to get Success Club points.
So you're gonna
If
pay
you need it.
You're gonna pay $90 to starve for 3 days.
Yes.
A water fast would probably be easier because you're eating just enough to be hungry all the time. It's awful.
Wow. That sounds like a blast.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't wait to see Brianna's Optavia video. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Optavia, however you say it, whatever that one is.
Yeah, I say Optavia. I don't even know. They've even bolded the front of their word to try to help people, and I'm like, I don't really care at this point. I don't really care. Oh, jeez.
But I cannot survive 21 days without pre-workout. I just can't right now. So the 3-day refresh is going to be for me. So does everybody have a goal? I'm going to go around the room. We're going to talk. Alexis, honey, you are first on my screen. What is your goal over the next 4 weeks with Fire and Flow?
Just to be better overall with nutrition, because I've had some slip ups.
Okay.
But
I love it. And that's what, just take your before pictures tonight. Every single week, you're going to take before pictures, and you're going to tell your people, go on your stories tonight and say, every single week, I'm doing this. And if I don't see them, I'm going to be like, where are my progress pics? Okay. Missy, what's your goal for the next 4 weeks?
I need to focus on my nutrition and getting all of my water in.
Okay, so Missy, nutrition, water. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do for your water? Do you have a gallon you want to drink a day? What you got?
I feel she's writing down every single thing these people are saying. And then she's probably going to harass them. I'm not saying harass in like a real way, like harangue them and make sure they're like, are you drinking your water? Are you staying on track? Did you take your picture? Did you do all this? And it's like, the hyper focus is like, oh, no, thank you.
Well, and it feels like they're confessing to a priest.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've had all of these slip ups. Please forgive me. I'm going to be better. Like, you felt like you had to confess all the time.
I'm going to get my nutrition in. I'm going to make sure I eat all of my containers. I'm going to make sure that I don't eat anything. I mean, I don't want to make, I want to make sure I don't eat 11 carrots. Rather make sure I eat 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Just
so
10
sad.
carrots.
And for me, it's so sad because there are people doing this every day. And I used to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Forgive me, Autumn, I have sinned. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then it's like she said she's going to go around the room. So she's forcing every single person to tell like what their goals are. And it's like,
I know
why
what
she's doing it.
Avery Joe saying I would have noped right out of that Zoom call.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, oh, internet connection. Bye. I'm out.
mhm.
Oh my gosh.
One that's going to hold you accountable to that.
Well, this is like my, I don't know, 32 ounce. So I'm just gonna
2 of those a day.
keep
2 or
filling
3.
it.
Yeah. 2
Yeah.
or 3 times a day, girl. You're going to be drinking that water, going to the bathroom. Hannah, what's your goal?
My goal is to just actually stick with it this time. Like, this is it. I'm done playing around. We're doing this. I'm getting back on track. I'm tired of it. So
She's tired. What are you tired of?
Not being there for myself. I have not been there for myself in the last year. And so I'm tired of letting myself down.
Oh.
Because you're never going to let me down. I'm always here. But I love this. I love it. She told me.
But
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 yeah.
but as long as you are buying consistently with your PV every month, you will not let me down.
Yep.
But if you don't, you're going to be exiled.
Yeah, and I think Dave said something about they don't know what nutrition is.
Yep.
They don't. Like she's not like, I'm going to dial in. I'm going to focus on nutrition. And the next question would be, well, what is nutrition to you?
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like for you?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nothing. She's surface level answers, and this is why people fall off track, is because there's no actual path or guide
and
for consistency.
So far, the leader of the call and every single other person, none of them have been able to sustain this lifestyle. None of them. That's all of them. Their goal is just to be able to do it, because none of them have been able to stay on it, because it's so impossible to do it all the time.
Yeah, and you would think that they would change the program so that they would have more sustainability to offer people, but if you're keeping people in a cycle of winning and then losing, you're going to get more money from them. So are they really interested in creating something sustainable that actually improves people's health? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
When you hear people say the phrase diets don't work, and with diets, I'm talking about fad diets like Portion Fix and 2B Mindset and Keto, and Weight Watchers, they work. They are intended for you not to be able to stay consistent and stick with it for a lifetime. They work in the way they are supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. That's a really good point.
I'm tired of it. Like, she's put herself on the back burner for an entire year, and she's taking control. You are taking back control as of right this moment. Yep. So proud of you. And have you earned a badge yet?
Yeah, girl.
Okay. That's with badges. So I'm motivated by those badges.
What is
Sarah,
badge?
baby.
Is that like a Beachbody thing or what? Is that like her own team or?
Do you have like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit? Like
yes.
if you do a certain number of workouts, you get a badge. Beachbody was a couple years behind that, and they just introduced them. And so like you complete a program, you get a badge. You complete a certain number of workouts, you get a badge. You drink your Shakeology and you log it. And I think what it's doing, I think it's giving Beachbody more information.
Yeah.
Than giving you a badge.
Yep.
And since they have the mixed bike now, it also, it's kind of like Peloton, to where it gives you a gold star if you do so many workouts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Interesting. Was Mix ever not associated with Beachbody, or was it created strictly for Beachbody?
No, they were separate companies. The 3 companies combined, it was Mix, OpenFit, and Beachbody. But I mean, were they separate companies?
Yeah.
The previous president of Beachbody started OpenFit.
Oh, okay. Everything's connected. Got it.
It is.
What's your goal?
Well, I think my goal, I've been pretty good with nutrition and working out when I can. I'm having some health issues, possible surgery beginning of July. So I think my goal for me is to focus more on the mental aspect of it. I've kind of let go of PD a little bit, and I can see that affecting me daily. And so that's going to be more of my focus. So I feel good about nutrition. I feel good about working out the way that I can right now. It's significantly modified, but I'm okay with that.
Right. And that's okay.
So the mental aspect, I think I need to prepare myself for July mentally.
I'm sorry to keep pausing this. She's about to have surgery in July, and she's still like dead set on making sure she's saying the right thing to the leader to show her that she's committed. Like, no, You don't need to work out if you're injured. You don't. That makes me
Yes,
crazy.
you do.
Oh my God.
But you do. So I have, I took a screenshot of a post that I shared 6 years ago, and it was like, it showed up on my Facebook like yesterday or day before, and I was so proud of myself because I had taught a turbo kick class 12 days out of knee surgery.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I modified it, but I was able to get back. And I'm like, maybe that's why I haven't been able to work out since February now, because
I mean,
did stupid crap then.
I spent 2016 in and out of the ER and seeing doctors to figure out what was wrong with me, which eventually led it to a hysterectomy. And I was so set on getting down to below my actual goal weight. So after I had the surgery, when I came back, if I gained weight, I wouldn't go above my goal weight.
Oh.
I had surgery on my shoulder from a car accident, and I was in physical therapy, and I posted that I did a double. Well, that I posted a post where this coach would probably be upset with, that I didn't do my double day for T25 because I did a workout earlier that day and I ended up having to go to PT, physical therapy. So I would get my double in the next day.
Yeah, because PT didn't count.
Yeah.
What? Oh
No.
my gosh.
Which I experienced that with my shoulder injury too.
And
Like-
so, I mean, I think this is the interesting thing. And like people had commented on some of Cheryl's stuff, like, well, this is your experience. We were all on different teams.
Yep.
We all had this. Like
Yeah.
this, I should have done what Dave did. Dave hurt his pinky and took a year off. I should have done that. It was super sore. It was really sore. But you truly did not feel that you could take the time that you needed to heal, because your business is going to tank, because obviously your transformation and your business are hooked like this. And so you better get back.
But a lot of the people that have responded stuff like that on my stuff is they're current coaches or they're in an MLM right now. And I get it. You know, they're in the cult-like mindset. They have information control. They're seeing everything that we're haters right now. And that's fine. You know, like you can say that I'm a hater. I was there. I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Until you one day do a profit and loss statement and then really start looking and thinking and second guessing what these people are telling you, you'll still be there.
Absolutely.
And if someone from in Beachbody ends up finding this video and you're still in, and take charge of your health in a way where you advocate for yourself. This girl who's about to go into surgery is worried about what her leader is going to think of her. And so she is trying to sell the idea that, oh, I'm still going to be working out in my modified way and I'm doing all this stuff. If you're going in for surgery, don't hurt yourself more. And these Cheryl and Aimee and Jen weren't on this girl's team. This is a completely different coach. And this is a perpetuated idea that fitness at all costs and fitness at your own expense, your own health expense.
And let's just say I was in Beachbody for 8 years and I was under 3 different people. And it was the same for every single team coach that I was under.
Yeah. Yep. That's great. I mean, it's crazy, but it's coming from the top. It's the idea. It's it's the environment that the CEO continues to encourage, and that is trickling down to all the other coaches.
And certain super trainers.
Yeah, and certain super trainers.
So,
What have you picked out a PD book yet?
I have like 6 on my to be read cart right next to my bedroom.
Give me 2. I just want to know 2.
What's that one? I really want to do that one that Jessica talked about that one time in our
Why is she checking on what book she's going to read? Like, what? Why?
Because if she's not doing the vital behaviors every single day, which includes reading personal development, her business will not move forward.
Yep.
She's trying to figure out a way to manipulate her to make sure that her mind is in it. Because right now she can't just spout off what book she's reading. So she's going to say, if you're not reading this book, your business is not going to move forward.
Yeah, it's a good way to follow up, right? Like, so you told me that you were going to be reading this book. What do you think so far? And if she says, "Girl, wash your face," I'm going to lose it.
I hope she doesn't. Oh my gosh, that's going to make me cry if it is.
She's going to say, probably
compound effect.
The compound effect.
If this is a newer call, it's going to be a newer personal development book. It's probably going to be Glennon Doyle.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
or anything Brene Brown.
Yeah, or she might throw in not girl wash your face. What is
Unbreakable? Are you thinking that one?
Girl,
Marie
stop apologizing.
Marie Folio.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know that one. Dang it, I need to start reading my personal development better.
No, because I have it all. I just got out a couple months ago.
Hold on. I didn't order it, but I think that's what I'm going to order and do.
The Mountain is You or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, the mountain one. That's the one I'm going to order. And then I have a couple of devotional ones over here. I tend to like the more religious Christian self-help books.
I like that. The Mountain is You. Maybe we need to do like a book read. Because I'm like you. I read 2 or 3 at a time. Caitlin, what is your goal for Fire and Flow?
I think one of my goals is just pushing myself out of my comfort zone mentally, I guess, as far as like holding myself accountable, because I'm really easy in my head at telling myself, oh, I can slack, or oh, I could have this. But I want to push myself out of that comfort zone and telling myself no, and actually holding myself more accountable and telling myself that discipline of telling myself, no, you don't need it, or yes, you can push yourself a little bit harder. It's just your head.
Okay, so I love what she just said, that it's so easy to like tell yourself, oh, it's okay. And then what happens when you tell yourself that? What do you fall back into old patterns?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
To blanketly say that you shouldn't be listening to yourself is like, that's not healthy. Now, there's some things where if you are trying to change some things, I get that, but there also is some value in saying it's more dynamic than saying yes and no in all situations. Like, I'm just gonna have to say no to self in every single situation. That's not healthy.
Like, for instance, right now, I'm saying to myself, I really should be standing up at my stand-up desk while I'm doing this YouTube. But then I'm like, I'm comfortable.
Right. I mean, and like Avery said, so don't listen to your intuition. So, and by saying no and like doing no, I want that, I shouldn't have that. That's when you like completely lose your mind and you eat a package of cookies in the pantry. So it's crazy to me that it hurts my heart, because you can see how conflicted that girl is, that she's like, the mountain book is all about self-sabotage. So I'm surprised they're definitely going to have a book club on that, because don't listen to yourself. Don't listen to your inner voice. I mean, they are following the bite model, like to the T.
Yep. And again, like, it doesn't, we listen to some of these MLM coaches and they're screaming at you, or they're saying just like crazy right things, and then you listen to her where she's still doing the culty things, but she's saying it in a more like neutral, acceptable way. So I think we're trying to show a range of the different types of things you're going to run into with Beachbody and like everything else, because like her recommendations are seemingly like they're going to hurt, like they're negatively impacting the health of her team. It's like you're not certified. You're just doing whatever you need to say to get people to continue buying Shakeology and buying your subscriptions.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to need to have a separate call with Anne Marie. 22 MLMs. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, the money. Oh, the money.
Wow.
I can't even fathom.
Yeah. I've been a part of quite a few
I've done
in
a
my
few.
8 years.
Yeah.
Beachbody was always consistent, but I bounced to try to figure out the dream.
Yeah.
I didn't have Jen's luck, apparently.
But I only netted $200 profit in 5 years.
Okay. I feel better.
$200 over 5 years. That was my profit.
I'm shading Jen. I'm sorry, Jen.
I know you are. To make you feel a little better.
What's the very top rank in Beachbody that you can be?
Well, technically, it's a superstar diamond, which is a 15-star diamond.
Mhm.
But within Beachbody, you've got people who are a triple superstar diamond, maybe meaning they have held that and hit that in 3 different business centers, because it gets super confusing. But once you hit a certain rank, you can have like Aimee 2.0 underneath you. And so you can have how many business centers? It's in the 40s, isn't it?
I don't think that there's a cutoff.
I don't remember.
I thought I saw somewhere that there was a cutoff, but I know there's one coach I know that has 9 open. Yeah. And so the amount of money that is bringing in is just asinine. But so and the other thing that really bothers me, and every MLM is this way, they won't tell you how many they currently have. And if those people that were superstars, are they still superstars?
Yeah.
Because most of them are not. You like holding that for the 6-week qualifying period is brutal. It's brutal to hold it, because once you hit 15-star, you have to hold it for 6 weeks. And that 6 weeks, like, you are doing calls with your team every day. You're making sure you're on a hamster wheel to make sure you don't lose it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's stacking underneath yourself. So yeah.
So you stack yourself underneath yourself?
It's businesses, yeah.
Okay. So you get double volume.
You get to 12, like you get to 12, like 15-star diamond, and then you can open up a second business center.
2-star. You only have to do 2-star.
2-star. Oh, so you get the 2-star, and you can open up a second business center. And then once that business center gets to 2-star, you can then open up another business center. And I know what you're talking about. There's been about, so a maximum of 25 coach business center.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But and you'll see a lot of them. Some of them want the rank. Anne Marie, I absolutely mean that. I'm going to reach out to you. Some of them are like title driven, and they're the ones who are shooting for 15-star diamond. The ones who are not title driven are like, get to 2-star and open another one. Get to 2-star and open another one. So it's interesting, and you can tell where people are mentally based on what their goal is.
Yeah.
So for the income disclosure statement, those business centers count as individual, like, so when they're writing those down, so like, let's say their top, whatever, however many diamonds it is only making $1 million, but that could be repeated for the same person. So one person could be whatever, 15-star diamond making $1.5 million a year, but they have 6 of those. So they're really making 10 million, whatever, however many million it is. So
it's 6 people. It's counted as 6 people.
Oh, that's so sneaky. That is so sneaky.
And you also, you can use the same address. You can use the same everything, because it is like the benefit of hitting 2-star and above. Where you have to get creative, if you're going to have multiple customers, that's when you have to be sneaky about addresses and where you send things and all of that. But your business centers, heck yeah.
Wow.
They're the same. And I completely agree. It's awful. And it's like just trying to wrap your head around that.
Yeah.
They'd have 25 different emails, addresses on file. Like, they are teaching them how to hide. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow. So their income disclosure isn't accurate, or they're not really saying what it really means.
And keep in mind, these same people also are probably working their husband's account, and they're trying to get their husband to 2-star to open more business centers under their husbands too.
Wow. That's so sketchy. Yes, exactly, Jessica. That is, it's literally, it's so sketchy. Holy cow.
I love it. I love that, Caitlin. Kelsey, what's yours?
Mine is to actually track my containers every day. I tend to be like, oh, well, I've had this about 3. I'm probably good. So I want to be able to track them. I do really good for about a week usually, and then I get off of actually tracking. So
Because you're
Do
starving.
you track digitally or do you track pen and paper?
I've tried both, and I always, after about a week, I always stop doing it. So
Because we do have both options, right? So just a heads up for people, we do have, you can do it in the app, track your water, weight, progress pictures. You can do all that in the app. But then we also have a checklist if you do the containers. So if you want to put it on your fridge or take it in your purse, we have both options. So if you need the pen and paper, I am pen and paper, you can do that as well. So I love that one, Kelsey. That's a good one.
But one of the reasons they want you
what
to
I want you to do is
so one of the reasons they want you to track it in, and I talked to a coach, her coach would look and be like, I'm looking at your meal plan and I'm looking at what you've been checking off in the app, and we need to work on this.
Yep.
So they can see everything you put in the app. And that's why they want you to use that. And then they come after you for it and hold you. I'm just holding you accountable to your goals.
That's creepy. That's creepy. Like 1,000.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Single day, can you share that like in our Facebook group? Like you, every single day, you tracking it? Because that will like motivate others.
No, that won't motivate others. That's just me being able to control what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because then if you don't post it, you'd be like, why aren't you doing it?
Yeah, and because that girl's probably also going to feel special that the big leader asked her to help encourage others in the group. And really, it's her controlling this girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang.
Can I say tracking your food, every single bite of it, takes the joy out of eating?
I don't.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
For
and
sure.
I would figure things out before I went to the restaurant so that I would know what I was ordering and which containers it had. And so how I needed to plan the rest of my day. Like it was all consuming. It was all consuming.
Yeah, and then you'd sit down at the restaurant and see what other people ordered and just be miserable the whole time eating your plain chicken salad with lemon.
But you can't have a bite because you have to track every single thing. Even if it's a bite, you better be tracking it.
Wow. Wow.
I want carrots and hummus.
Yeah.
Okay, because that'll hold you accountable, number one. But then it'll like put the seed in other people's head to track.
So like after every meal or?
No, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day?
Whenever you're done, like with your whole day, like post it and be like, done. I have tracked. Because that'll help me too. Because again, I don't track, but I should.
I don't track, but I should. And I'm telling all of y'all to track. Are you kidding me? Oh, even though at the beginning of the call, she said your team is not going to do what they don't see you doing, but I'm not going to do anything I'm telling you to do. What the?
And if I didn't do it by the end of the day and I have to post it, I'm going to make that crap up.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would check off all my containers, even if I didn't eat it all. And I never ate all of my containers. After the first year, after I had lost, I think I ended up losing like 100 pounds. But after I lost all of that, I stopped I didn't eat all of the containers. I was maybe eating 800-900 calories a day.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And they're all encouraging other people to do that too.
The Curly Ranch for Olympic gymnasts. It felt like it.
Yep.
Finish the damn program because I have not finished a program in a while. Like I've been jumping around and it shows.
How long is a while?
Because I did body. I would start a program and then I would skip to a different program because I just didn't want to do that workout that day. Right. Just taking it back to where I was. I also need to work on my nutrition. So I'm going to be going on vacation this week, so I won't really be able to meal prep because we're going to be in a hotel. But like if we go out to eat, I don't have to eat bad. Like I can eat a salad, I can eat healthy. So just taking that control for what I'm putting in my mouth.
Literally, life is too short to not enjoy what you're eating on vacation. And that's probably not the correct thing to say, but I don't know. I don't even know. The main girl here is like making me super mad.
I mean, the amount of manipulation that she is showing, and the amount of just she is controlling what they're reading, what they're eating, what workout programs they're doing, how they're tracking it. Like, she is truly controlling everything that they're doing. And it's scary. And do you know what? So what? What I would end up doing is I would feel like I had to follow the program. So I would do whatever workout was on the program, and then I would do what I wanted to do. So I would end up doing doubles anyway.
Mm.
And so, like, yeah, for her, choose what you want. Choose what joyful movement. What is going to make you happy that day? Do it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oops.
I'm afraid to share that because I actually was like in a really, and it's my own fault. Like when you eat bad, you feel bad. And that's exactly what's happening. And then Kristen Rose shared my transition in her story. And I was just like, I'm over here sulking. And she just shared my transition. And I'm like, oh my God, get a hold of yourself, you know? So that was like, anyways. So, and then posting my kind of, kind of like Kelsey, I think Kelsey was saying about posting her daily activity. I really want to work on that because I feel like when I share what I'm eating, when I share what I'm drinking in my water, it does help. So I really want to like lean into that too. Because I feel like whenever I had a coach on my ass, it was different. Like they'd be calling me out and I don't have that because I am a coach and I'm supposed to be that for other people. So I need to boss up and do it regardless if I have anybody on my ass. So that's why.
I don't know what you mean by on your butt. So let me just be a reminder. I'm not your mama. So we have to.
No.
Yeah. Say it. Let it out. She spent the whole call basically micromanaging every single aspect of their lives. And then now says, oh, but I'm not your mom. What the heck? What are you saying?
Yeah.
A coach's job isn't to micromanage and to be on your butt the entire time. Coach's job should be to ask questions, to guide you, to help you come up with the ideas on your own. What's going to work best for you? I don't know what's best for you. She doesn't know what's best for them. And just telling people what to do doesn't teach them anything.
Yeah.
No, and she is giving them like fairly specific things to do that she's not qualified to do. So she's acting like a mom. She is a mom. She's not an expert in anything.
She just bought a Total Solutions pack. That's it.
She just happened to buy it before you did.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. And then painting it that she is some qualified expert that they should be excited to listen to. And it's not.
And I do agree with what I don't know if it's Jana or
Janet. Janet. It's her daughter's. You got Janet.
Okay. But I agree with you. I think she's like, oh wait, they're thinking that this is what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. And so I agree. I think she is trying to backpedal a little bit to not be called out like that.
Yep.
But again, when you have to say what you are and what you're not, your actions are probably saying otherwise. So you know what I mean? Like if someone thinks you're doing that, you probably are showing that you're doing that. And she definitely showed that she was doing that on the call.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, and you do that in a group. Right. It's just like, I'm on night shift too. So, but yeah, no,
I know what you mean, but I just want to remind.
She works nights and she took the time to probably take a break to get on this call.
Looks like she is on break.
Yeah. Or she woke up early to be on this call before she has to go to work. And, and then she's also making all of these qualifications about how she's going to do better. And it's like, she's working a full-time job. She's working odd, hours, and she's feeling bad about herself. And then the main girl just wants to know more and more to be able to control more of her life. And it's makes me mad. Ugh.
everybody to that. Again, it's our job. What did I say at the very beginning? When you post your food, your people will post their food. When you don't, they don't. And we have to do that. I am so guilty of it. I did not. I haven't done it for a couple of groups. And what does that mean for us? I'm like, I'm not going to share I'm eating a pizza, but I mean, if that's what you're eating, I would prefer you share it, because then you're going to be like, crap, I'm not doing that again. Because like Julie just said, when you eat like crap, you feel like crap.
But pizza's not crap.
Pizza's amazing.
Yeah.
Pizza's so good. Exactly. The thing is that they demonize, like, you're gonna feel like crap eating pizza, because what's gonna happen is you've restricted yourself all week and you're starving by the weekend. And when you get that pizza, because you've eaten nothing but carrots and freaking asparagus all week, right? You get that pizza, you're going to eat
the whole thing.
The whole thing. Yes, you're going to feel like crap because you ate the whole thing. Not because it's pizza, but you're going to believe that it was because of pizza, not because you ate the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not because of the restriction that you did earlier in the week. Because that's what it all comes down to.
I say eat a fry.
But when you demonize food, you get to make what will make you commission the acceptable food for them to buy. So that's like the Shakeology and all of the supplements and all the other things that make you feel good supposedly make you feel good after you've had a cheat day or whatever. So it's like it's all playing into her commission check.
Shakeology made me feel like crap.
I've heard that from so many people. And it's expensive. And they make a lot of money from Shakeology. Beachbody, I don't remember what the number was, but back in 2017, whenever that article was written, they were making more money off of Shakeology than they were off of their the demand subscriptions or whatever. And it was a lot of money.
That's still the case.
Okay. Wow. How very telling.
And so with your girls, who do you have? You have Sarah and Laura, right? They're doing Fire and Flow. You need to pair them up.
Yeah.
Like whether they're going to do it or not, just pair them
up. Yeah.
Do you have them like in a messenger thread together?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because they are so good. Like when they're on, and Sarah's results have been amazing. I haven't seen Lauren's, but when Sarah does the work,
and Sarah mentally is like, she's kind of like me, like she's struggling. And so I am preaching the whole personal development to her. So hopefully, that'll help too. But I'm very out there. Like I'll share my struggles with them too. So they know like, it's okay. Like you can be a regular human being and still struggle. Like,
So don't hide that from people, y'all. I know it's so easy to get in our shell. And I feel like Julia does that. I'm not trying to pick on you, but she does that. Like she doesn't share her struggles.
I'm trying not to pick on you, but I am going to call you out. Great. Okay.
I want to give Sarah a hug.
Yeah.
Me too. I think we need to find Sarah, and she needs to be our friend.
Amen. I'm like, leave Sarah alone. You've been picking on her since the beginning of the call.
Yep.
Yeah. And she's
Is that the Sarah that's gone?
Yeah, I don't think she's there.
No, you remember when she said that one person's here?
Yeah.
And then is that the Sarah she's talking
I don't
about?
think so. I think she's not on this call right now.
Okay.
And if she is, I'm even more embarrassed that she's continuing to shame people.
Well, and if she's not, you're told to watch the replay.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna see this.
Yep. She is gonna see it because I got this straight from YouTube. I didn't sneak into any calls. I downloaded it straight from their YouTube page and no one is blurred. So she's making it publicly available for everyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whenever so many people would be like, girl, I freaking feel you. Like we're all in the same boat. So share that you've been eating like crap. Like share that you've been on the struggle bus, because odds are the whole world is struggling right now. So don't be scared to share it. Same thing with Hannah. She went in her stories the other day and she just let it all out. She was just like, I've been on the struggle bus. I put myself on the back burner for an entire year. Like we have control of that, y'all. We do. We can control that we move our body. We can control what we're putting in our mouths. We control how we feel. We can control how we adapt to things that are going on, right? We are in control of those things. Okay. Emery, is this like your first postpartum or what? Like, have you been released? Like, give me the detail.
Yep, I got cleared on Thursday.
Oh shit!
And I've been walking by my bike every single day, and I'm like, nope, I'm waiting.
Hop
I'm
on
doing
that
it
bike.
Monday.
What? She literally just said, I've been walking by my bike, and then she just said, get on that bike. Wait, we've never been able to have kids. I would just imagine that riding a bike after you give birth would be, even 6 weeks, it would be painful. And then she's saying, like, just get on and ride. Okay.
Either way you have a baby, it's going to be painful. Like C-section or vaginally.
Yes.
Like it's going to be painful.
Her statement should be, great, you got cleared by your doctor, go see a pelvic floor physical therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, and here's the other thing, like what, like Dave just said, what? Like you are encouraged to get back as soon as you can. I saw one of what I want to say she was like 8 days postpartum, and she's like, I was just feeling so good, I decided to go ahead and work out. Did you see that one, Jen? I was like 8 days.
I saw that one, and she said my doctor cleared me. No, the doctor did not.
No way.
No.
Yeah, I agree, Melissa.
No. Maybe cleared for a walk, like because they want you to walk, but you're not cleared to lift weights or do any type of
I don't think I was even getting dressed at 8 days. I was like,
I was walking and doing laundry, but that's it. And my parents were here, and I got yelled at a lot.
No,
rest.
Not me.
No, thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna do my workout first for the program before I do my bike. But yes.
Oh my God, are you gonna get on
Going
Zoom in
back
the
to
morning?
the beginning. If I'm up, like I'm gonna be extremely realistic and not set like too high of expectations for myself with like getting up super early and stuff. I kind of got to get back into the routine of working out like in general and eating well, but that's the plan.
I want you to take before pictures tonight, please.
I
Oh
am,
my God,
yeah.
please. Like,
Y'all called
post
it.
some video shit. Like, I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna take all my measurements and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And that's a great post for tonight. If you haven't posted, like your before pics, like I think Alexis, we've all done it before, is like do your side by sides and then progress loading like in the middle so that nobody can see anything, or results coming soon or something. Oh, Emery, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
About the money she's about to make.
Okay.
Yep.
So what's your goal? I didn't even get it. Like, just to show up, like just to complete the program? Is that what it is?
Survive, complete it. Basically go back to the day I was like very first day with you, like challenger day number 1. That's basically what I'm gonna do. So
why isn't it enjoy your baby?
Survive.
Yeah. Good.
It should be enjoy your baby and breathe.
Get some sleep.
Sleep whenever you can.
Keep the baby alive.
Eat whatever you want.
You know, like just your only goal should be to keep you and the baby alive. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. And no, don't get up early and get on the Zoom. I would have told her, like, I don't want to see you on a Zoom. You need to sleep whenever you can. You sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
It just is it's showing her motivations about what she cares about, which it seems like she cares about her commission check because
one of the top 10 coaches, her before picture was a day after she was postpartum. And you're right. She looks amazing. Nobody looks great first day postpartum. You still look pregnant.
Yeah.
And you should. Yeah. Come on.
Your uterus is still big.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Start over. I love it. The double S. The double S threat. Survive and start over. That's a good one. Okay. Christelle, I don't know if you can talk. Like, I know you're in survival mode with like sickness over there.
She made someone get on the call when they were sick?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, my God.
She had me worried.
So yeah, I am very much in survival mode. So I'm going to, I need to focus on my nutrition and getting my water in. I love working out, so that's not my problem. My problem is keeping bad stuff out of my mouth and then putting the good water in. So that's what I need to focus on to get myself back on track. But yeah, I haven't worked out. I feel like it's been a week. I don't think it's been that long, but we've been down for the count. So
everyone's been sick at her house, and she's still making she's making
Excuses.
a plea to her leader that why she hasn't worked out. You don't need to work out when you're sick. Nobody does. If you can't, if your kids are sick, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I was always told if it's from here up, work out. If it's here down, you should probably take a day off. Did you guys get that too?
Yeah.
I got that too, and then I had pneumonia and knocked me on my butt for 2.5, 3 months, and I still got questions why I wasn't in the Success Club or on the calls or working out.
Yep.
Like, I can barely make it from my bed to the bathroom without losing my breath. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. It is wild.
And did you see she also felt pressured to turn on her camera?
Yep.
So, that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous.
Man, I do calls and I tell people, I'm like, you don't need to turn on your camera. I don't need to see you. You can just listen. You don't have to participate. You can watch the replay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Show up as you need to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need to not, that's okay too.
But remember, this is your business.
I know. Mm-hmm. I do everything opposite of Beachbody.
Can we just in case a Beachbody coach sees this, and they're curious, you're not a business owner.
No.
You're a 1099 employee.
Period. And if you were, you wouldn't be on a call like this.
A 1099 contract employee. Let me get that right. You would be paid for being on a call like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, start with. So yes.
I love that. I feel like that's our whole team. We all love to work out. I mean, most of us. So I'm not saying everybody, but we all struggle with nutrition, right? But that's everybody. So I love it. Ashley,
not everybody.
Can you talk?
I'm hiding in my closet.
Did you see her face when the girl didn't get on right away? And I am not a body language expert. I'm a girl, and when I saw that look, I'd been like, "Excuse me," you know what I mean? What the heck?
Well, and let's be real. I don't have my camera on and my mic on. I might be going to the bathroom. I might not be dressed. I might there could be all number of reasons that I don't want to talk to you. Well, I wouldn't want to talk to her.
Yep.
There's a lot of reasons.
I would have typed in the comment section, no, can't talk.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Leave them alone.
Yep.
So you make it people really think that people really think that I work out every day and I don't. And it's bad because I should. It's my job, but I've just been slacking and I've been taking advantage of the fact that people still think I do. So in my head, I'm like, oh, it's okay. They think I do, but I really need to get my ass back in gear. I need to start working out every single day again.
Wow. Yes. And that girl needs to eat her vegetables, Miss. I don't like veggies.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, just entertaining people on the Zoom call for how does that feel good? I mean, as a team member, you're going to sit there and you're like, oh, I'm just going to laugh along with my coach who's publicly embarrassing me in front of my other sideline coaches. Okay. No.
Can we also talk about the fact that she's faking it until she makes it, and she's deceiving every single person that decides to join her as a coach?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons that you feel like you have to post every single day, and you have to show up, and you should show up 3 to 5 times per day so people know you're doing it. So, I mean, I would be curious as to what she's doing to make people think that she's still working out. I agree with Melissa's comment, and they probably are in the bathroom with the fiber sweep.
Yeah.
That's so good.
That's a good. Oh my gosh.
That one's probably not happening, but we'll see.
We'll start slow. We'll start off with working out. How about that?
Baby steps, okay?
I'll give you that. She did try a vegetable when I was around her, so I do give her credit. Poor thing had me in her bucket. Asia, can you talk?
I did try.
And you can type it if you need to.
Hey.
There she is. Are you hiding in the closet too?
Can y'all hear me? No, but I'm
even
like
people
breastfeeding
that
my
go to
baby,
the Olympics
so
don't
I
work
think y'all
out every day.
understand
Yeah, they take rest days.
Yes, we can hear you, girlfriend.
My goal is to just get back on like my nutrition because I slack so bad with that, and ice cream is my whole life. So I'm just going back to the basics. Me and DeMarcus both meal prep this week, which is crazy. But yeah, just starting there.
I love that. And that's perfect. So again, everybody on this call, like we basically all said the same thing, right? Nutrition, nutrition, nutrition. So we're going to hold each other accountable. So I feel like we should all be tracking our stuff, whether it's to be mindset, the containers, like every single day. And even if you don't get them all, at least you're showcasing that. Be like, hey, maybe I didn't do so great today, but I'm going to do great tomorrow. Okay.
Isn't there a happy medium between meal prepping with these little containers and like adding like healthy things into like what you're already doing? I don't know. I feel like there is somewhere in the middle. There's like a lot of distance between between that.
Well, and I can't even imagine how much I threw so much food away. Because I would meal prep all my healthy meals, and then I'd be like, screw this, I'm hungry and I'm going to McDonald's. Like, this is stupid. I spent all Sunday preparing all this food and I don't want to eat any of it.
I actually prepped food Tuesday night after we got home from driving back from vacation. And I was barely on my phone all weekend and posting on social media. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I ate whatever I wanted. But I came home and there was like zucchini that needed to be cooked and something else that needed to be cooked. So I cooked it. That is my meal prep. Like I planned, like they make things so complicated, and meal prep is good for someone who has a busy schedule. Like if it works for you, do it. But to do it in a way that you have to prep all this food and you have to eat all of it and you have to stick with it and you have to stay on track and you have to stay on plan. And if you don't, then you're a failure.
Yeah.
That's
And
not no.
And you're probably prepping two things, because you're prepping your food and then you're prepping the crap for your family because they're not willing to eat what you're eating.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So this is a great thing, you guys. And it helps to put your goals out there so that we can, again, hold each other accountable. So hopefully everybody will get back to working out in the early mornings as best you can. My goal and my alarm is set, I told Emery and Amanda, is for 4:50 tomorrow. So
what?
I'm tired of like waking up, dragging butt just because I feel like I can. And again, do I have to wake up in the early morning? Absolutely not. I do not have to. But I do it because that's the only time I get to myself. I don't have kids.
She just said, I hope everyone gets back to working out early in the morning. And then she said, work out whenever you want. Yeah. The double speak is very apparent, but again, it's like she's just saying whatever she wants to land with something.
Yeah, and then when you think about like how this is how they brainwash you and they control your whole life, because first of all, you think about this. So you're waking up to work out at 4:50 in the morning, which is a normal thing. I know all three of us were pushed to wake up and work out 5, 6 a.m. in the morning.
Mine was 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never did.
Yeah. So then you do what you need to do for your business, but then you're also shamed if you're not up late hustling, right?
There is
and
no
building your business, right? So you don't get to bed until 1 o'clock in the morning. And then you get back up and you work out again at 4. So imagine how tired these people are.
I remember one of the hashtags that my team used was Team No Sleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Team No Sleep.
Yep. And I would have to be on a Zoom. We would work out on Zoom at 4 a.m. because I also had to teach P90X at 6 a.m. So I had to get my workout done before I went basically to do another workout.
When you teach a workout, don't you burn the same amount of calories you do?
And I missed all my Zoom calls with my team.
It doesn't count. If you're teaching a class, it doesn't count as your workout.
Wow.
So days that I would teach 4 classes, I would also do my own workout.
Because you have to be able to record your workout and share it in your stories or on your page so that it creates FOMO, so that people will ask you what you're doing so that you can purchase. So they'll purchase a total solutions pack from you.
Wow.
And that would probably be one of the things I would say too, as far as being misleading. I was working out 4 to 6 hours a day.
Wow.
I didn't show that. I showed my 30-minute workout in the morning because I couldn't film my classes because like that's not okay. And so what was I getting results from? Who knows? And why was I stuck? Because I wasn't eating enough food.
Right.
Yep.
Because you're working out 4 to 6 hours a day.
And I was down and energized like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's crawling on me. I don't have somebody wanting a freaking snack like every 5 minutes. Like they need to learn to use their school stomach. And again, it's all day something. So again, our life is consumed with swim. So that's just what we're doing. So I have to wake up.
Get that Alarmy app. You'll hate it.
I do. Like I have to, because I will sit there and okay, so here's my issue, y'all. I can wake up when my alarm. It's not that. I will wake up. It's just that I sit there and I scroll, or I get on an app and shop at 4 o'clock in the morning. I just don't get up out of bed. So that's just what I'm going to do. It's 4:50. I'm going to get back on Zoom. Like it's going to be me and Alexis. And also, if you guys see
Tell Kyle just kick you out of bed.
He don't wake up. He does not wake up. The alarm, Tucker could be screaming. He does not move. It's me. Like I'm like, I shove him. I'm like, do you hear him? What? So yeah, that's real life. So my butt's getting up early because that's just where I need to work. And again, we devote this time, right? We don't want to take away from our family doing our business. So what does that mean? We sacrifice our sleep. We can sleep when we're dead. We can't make money when we're sleeping. So we are going to do
no
that.
sleep.
We can't make money when we're sleeping.
Isn't that the whole point of this though? So that you have residual income, so that you don't have to do this, right? Like,
yep.
Oh,
There's the team no sleep. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
hashtag team no sleep.
Yep.
Okay, 4:50. I'm waking up, doing all the things. Julie, are you working tonight, right? So you gonna make sure I'm up, right?
Oh, rude. What a brat.
I got you.
Are you?
So asking the person who's working an overnight to take time out of their focus from their main job to send her a wake up text or whatever, make sure she's awake. Come on. That's just rude.
And she probably felt honored because, she's and it's like, oh my gosh, she needs me.
Yeah. And she feels like she's in because, like she's kind of closer to the leader. So it makes her feel good. You're right. Ugh.
On nights for, are you on nights for like the rest of this month?
That's a good question. Well, I stayed on nights because Keegan's at home. He was going to stay by himself and then he chickened out. So that's why I stayed on nights another month. Mom sacrificed. So, and then like I told you, we're going to be moving to the county. So that's going to be another like shit show going on. I think we move on like the 27th. So I don't even know what my schedule is going to be next month. So
we just day by day survival mode. That's what we're off of.
Yeah.
Survival mode. Team Vibe Tribe, Team Ratchet. Team Ratchet, we in survival mode right now. Hashtag survive.
Did someone else sign up to go live tomorrow?
No, you are.
Okay.
What?
I just want to make sure.
Schedule. So every single week. So again, for those in the Fire and Flow, we should all be in Fire and Flow. So
okay, so it's her team. She's the one that's making a commission off of all these people. But she has her own coaches who she's making a commission off of volunteer to run the Zooms. And then the one girl who's working an overnight has to lead the Zoom tomorrow morning? what the heck? What's wrong with this picture? The person making the most money is not doing the most work, and that makes me
never. Well,
Never.
and they also will find out like, oh, like DeeCee, you do graphic design stuff for work, right? Oh,
Yep.
sweet. So you can make all of the logos and you can make our presentations look great. And Cheryl, you do sales, so you need to do a sales training. And Jen has personal training. And so if Jen can, create workouts for our free 7-day challenge, and then Aimee, you keep kids alive. And if you could keep doing that, that'd be great. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it would be like, oh, well, you guys do all those things. And I'd be like, I used to work, but now I just stay at home and I don't feel like I have anything I can contribute to the team.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and it's so eye-opening. I think there's only like 1 minute left of this video.
Julia's really good about talking what's on her heart. She doesn't need a topic. She's like me. We just kind of go for it. But if you are the type of person, and I know there are people out like that need a topic, feel free to ask me and I will give you one. Okay. So don't be scared. You don't have to do long lives. It can literally be 2 minutes. I don't care. But I want different coaches going live. So if you didn't get a chance to do it for week 1, but you want to do it for week 2, so maybe like Missy, Christelle, Caitlin, Sarah, Asia, like Hannah, like I want to hear from y'all throughout the weeks too. Okay, so that would be
I don't
really
know what
great.
the posts look like too, but you've always gave us that suggestion too about like whatever's posted in the thread for the day, like read that and see maybe that will like,
And something will spark. Usually, especially with like Jericho, like she brings some fire, and you can just talk about how the workout went for you. Did you struggle? Was there a certain move that you had to modify? Talk about how it's okay to modify. There's a modifier for a reason. That doesn't mean less than.
They always paint it as less than, though. I've heard coaches that here's the modifier, but the way they say it, they always make it seem like that is the lesser choice when that might be the safer choice for a majority of people.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how Jen frames it. For my, like when I would teach weight classes, it would be, I'm going to show you several different options. You choose what's best for you.
I start with the beginner, then an intermediate, and then the advanced.
Yep.
Always start with the beginner.
And you don't call it a modifier, or you don't
It's
say
variations.
Yeah, you do variations, you do options, whatever. Because oftentimes I don't know how you ladies, but oftentimes the modifications are a much more effective workout than the crazy crap they try to get you to do with the like expert whatever. Like they're doing crazy stuff. And if you would just do like a normal jumping jack even a step out, like
I talked about this earlier today as like all this overcomplicated, crazy combination exercises makes you feel like you're working hard. But you're not doing anything to actually improve your fitness because it's just moving through stuff. It would be much more effective to slow down, break everything apart, and do 5 exercises through 30 minutes. That's it.
But your videos don't look nearly as cool as if you're doing air jacks and whatever.
Nope. They're boring. They're boring. It's like,
or if you're not doing it super fast, like let's talk about speeding up the videos. Like, come on, people.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, Karina. Hi, Karina just hopped on.
I can't respond on this thing, so
we gotta. It's user error on my part. I gotta tell her better next time.
I was sending messages back to you.
Oh, it's okay. All right.
Less than is when you're sitting on the couch. So again, those are all great things to talk about in your lives, and don't be scared. And maybe when you do go live, you can post like in our Fire and Flow thread, be like, hey girls, I'm going live in 5. So that way we can all kind of hop on with you and kind of help you. Okay. Like I'm real good about commenting back and doing all the things. So my plan is to go live. Like I just went live on Sunday. So you can go live anytime throughout the day. I don't care what time you go live. Just make sure you do it. I don't care. You don't have to be a specific time, just anytime you want. Okay. Does that help? Can you give me, yes, I will give you plenty of options, Missy. So when I do the week 2, so just whatever day works for you. If you want to go live twice, you can. I don't care. I just want a variety of people. I feel like they see the same person, they get tired. I get tired of talking to sometimes. So it'll just help the fire and flow and just bringing that fire. So I hope you guys are excited. I am. Let me go ahead and.
Oh, okay. That was the end of it.
She doesn't get tired of talking.
She's looking for her return on investment for her time talking and wants people to sign up or wants people to stay engaged. So she's not saying it exactly correctly what she
It seems like she has a smaller team, but I don't know.
I don't know if they just aren't on because she is an elite coach. So she has a lot of, she has to have a lot because she's been earning the points. So
yeah,
but it's also I wouldn't get on one with her.
No.
Yeah. Not when you're that hyper focused on all my activity and then you know exactly every single move that everybody else is doing. And
and watching this now and thinking back to the calls that I was on, it's the same exact things.
Yeah.
The messaging within these coaching calls has not changed.
Yeah.
It is the same, and it has been the same for years.
Yeah. And people who have issues with people like creating anti-MLM content, they say, "Oh, my team's not like that. My coach isn't like that." And again, all of y'all had similar experiences. Y'all were on different teams, and then this girl is not related to any of us. We found her on YouTube. We found her on YouTube in the wild, and so
I had never heard of her before.
I hadn't either.
Wow.
Yeah, she's doing culty shit. So it's crazy, the stuff that people pick up and the stuff that naturally starts happening when you're trying to keep a group of people plugged in and paying you so you can get your commission check.
Well, but here's the sad thing. I would find those calls motivating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet. Yeah, exactly. And people
Fired up.
People who are still in. Yeah.
Let's not talk to Jen. She wasn't a good coach. She was just extremely successful.
Well, I think for me, because the team I was on, I didn't know anybody other than my sister-in-law who had brought me in, and she took off. Like, she quit and didn't tell me.
Oh.
So I went to her, and they were all on the East Coast, like in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and I'm here in Arizona. I didn't know any of them. So I actually didn't have a connection with them. So half the time I was like, I don't know you. I don't really like you. I'm kind of just stuck. So I didn't really feel bad about not pushing people to stay on.
No, I was all in.
Yeah.
All the calls, all the things, all the push groups, all the all of that.
And that's the thing too. The calls for my team were East Coast times, and I would be working in my restaurant job. I couldn't make a call, so I would always get yelled at for that too. It's like, why aren't you on the call? Well, I'm kind of busy running a restaurant right now.
You should have taken a break during this call so you could have hopped on live.
So then I get written up for being on my phone.
Right. I mean, that's the mindset they play with you. Like, if you really wanted to, you probably could have made it work.
Right.
You should read a personal development book on that.
Yeah. Eat that frog or
yes.
What?
When they eat that frog? Oh,
it's a personal development book.
Oh,
well,
geez.
when they said that one of the main things that you can win. Oh, so they have Team Cup coming up next month.
Oh, yay.
Which, hold on. And they're basically trying to shoot for as many Success Club points, as many new customers, all of those things. One of the prizes is a Zoom training with Brendan Bouchard.
Oh, God.
Who's Brendan Bouchard?
Oh, he is a
motivational speaker.
Yeah. Oh, God.
He was the keynote speaker at the summit in New Orleans that I went to.
Is he like on the MLM circuit, or is he? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he did. I know we have to go soon, but he did a retreat for guys in this realm. So in this retreat was Brendan Bouchard, Trent Shelton, Dave Hollis.
Oh, Dave! Oh my God!
Like all of the cringiest people you can imagine. One place.
Oh.
Isn't it? I feel so bad that Trent Shelton got wrapped up in
Fucked up into,
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yep. Dave Hollis.
Yeah, no, Trent Shelton he was a former NFL player. He's super motivating. I really like him.
I do too.
I have a picture with him. I went to his rehab time. So,
but he was brought in under Rachel Hollis and Dave Hollis. So,
well, oh my God, this is crazy. I feel like I'm learning so much. I would have no idea about how all of the extra stuff listening to her, because if you're not in Beachbody or if you haven't been in Beachbody, you don't necessarily know how insidious some of this stuff is. So, I don't know. I appreciate y'all getting on and live reacting with me, and appreciate your perspective. I'd love to do it again sometime. I'll keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out
for culty stuff as I'm, combing the web for it. So again, I'm going to be linking Cheryl, Jen's, and Aimee's how to find them on socials in the description below after we end the live. And Aimee, this will be posted to her channel. It's streaming live to her channel right now, and I'm going to be sending Jen and Cheryl the video if they want to post it to their channels as well. Yeah, please don't join an MLM.
Yes,
do it.
Amen.
Especially not Beachbody.
Yep.
Don't join an MLM.
Yeah.
No.
Live chat, you've been great. Replay crew, y'all are the best. And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Awesome. See ya.
Bye.